podcast like this? Who gon' bring it to the table? Boss talk. Who your girlfriend favorite? Boss talk. We gon' do it how you want it. Boss talk. Yeah, everybody on it. Boss talk. It's a unique hustle. Boss talk. Yeah, we came from the struggle. Boss talk. Say you looking for the best. Boss talk. We ain't worried about the red.
Check it. This is Unique Hustle. It's your boy ECO, and I'm here with the lovely, amazing, official Miss Jamaica in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Well, go on, Madeo, I want y'all to stop what you're doing right now. Go like, subscribe, follow us from all social media platforms. When I mean all, I mean our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, you name it, we're on it. Just Google us, Boss Talk Podcast 101. Pop up first in line, I guarantee you. But y'all see us on the street and talk about, man, I love what y'all doing. Keep up the good work. How can we support the brand? This is how you can support the brand. Go to our YouTube channel. Under each and every video, in the description section below, there's a link that says join our membership. Click that link, follow all the instructions, and that's how you can support the brand. Thank you in advance, and we love you.
Listen, man, I got my guy on here today, y'all. About to go down. He not finna play with y'all. It's about to go all the way down here in Las Vegas, Nevada with my boy Scruncho. What up, baby?
Man, y'all already know, man. I gotta leave my fans, man. Listen, all three of my fans are tuned in. I love all three of y'all. I'm fucking with y'all. Tap in. Okay, there we go.
What's going on, Scruncho? Talk to me, man.
Man, come on, man. We woke up on top of the dirt. It don't get no better.
Stop. It's
woke
the only way.
Got up, breathing, free, healthy, man. Come on, man. Don't get no better than that.
It's the only way, man. Man, listen, man. You keep going and going and going. How long how long have you been in the comedy, man? This world?
Man, in the comedy world, 3 decades.
30 years.
Yeah, this is my 30th year, 1996 or some shit, 95.
Take me back to when you really knew that this was what you was gonna do.
I had got booed so bad the first time I got on stage, cause the homie, I was in the hood bagging, and at the time everybody was hot. Martin Lawrence had his new show, the Wayans brothers was hot, and it was just a bunch of comedy, so I was transitioning out of the whole hood shit, you know what I mean? I was still like trying to start my little family shit, and I'm in the hood bag, and niggas like, Scruncho, you funny, man. You should do comedy. I never thought of it. He said, I'm gonna take you to the comedy club. We gonna do it. I said, man, get ready. So we planned it out. We came in that motherfucker deep. I flew my grandmama out, and I had my brothers. In my mind, I didn't know I'm thinking, yeah, I'm funny, but they're gonna knock this down, you know what I mean? But, cause you gotta remember, man, I've been shot, stabbed, robbed, been to prison, nigga, I done been kidnapped, I done did some robberies, which probably explain why I got kidnapped, you know what I mean? So, I never had no fear in me, so I didn't give a fuck, nigga, I'm going. So, I fly my grandmama out, nigga, I tell her homies coming, we coming that motherfucker deep, but I knew it wasn't gonna be right because everybody got me dressed. Like, my mama gave me the jacket my daddy proposed to her in, you know what I mean? My little sister, rest in peace, she gave me a little good luck charm. If I get nervous, to squeeze it, you know what I mean? My brother gave me this little military glove. I had all this shit on, right? Grandmama came out, and man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest, boy. You can say what you wanna say about any profession in this world, but this comedy shit, man, when you get on the stage and you see that audience looking at you and you facing your gift, and now you gotta make them laugh within 3 minutes, and that fear hit me and I couldn't recognize the fear. You know what I mean? The first thing I seen leave out the door was my heart is like, nigga, we ain't got nothing to do with this. You know, I'm on stage and I got so nervous, man. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't explain the feeling, but it was a fear. I never had fear in me. And everybody's seen it. When the audience see fear, it's a wrap. And I remember my 89-year-old grandmother, she was like, you flew me all the way out here for this shit? Tell a joke. My whole family was heckling me. My brother, I told you that nigga wasn't funny. So I was like, oh man. Damn. My sister was like, squeeze it, brother, just squeeze it.
Wow.
You can do it. You know what I mean?
She still believed in you.
Yep, and I was up there. I couldn't tell nothing. And I was going like this and looking stupid. And, you know, and after that, I walked all the way from Hollywood to Long Beach. Nobody wouldn't give me a ride. And that was and at that point I wasn't doing comedy to, for laughs. I was doing it to get my confidence back.
Yeah.
It was like a revenge type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that, I ain't letting this shit get me. So I kept, I didn't get on stage for about another year, but it haunted me. And it kept bothering me, and I was scared to tell a joke. I just lost my confidence. So the only way I can get it back is to get on stage and, catch a fade with what beat me up.
Wow. How long did it take you to come back from that?
It took about 2 years. So I kept on getting booed, and I didn't understand it. And then
what was it? Were you doing too much like hardcore jokes, or you just what was it?
You know what? It's like just too aggressive. You know what I mean? And just bagging on the audience, kind of doing what they doing now. You know what I mean? Like what they doing now is what I was doing when you just, fuck with the audience and play with people. Or, man, you can't with me, and just.
But they weren't doing that back then, so
they weren't doing it. It was like real rude and unpredictable. So then I had to just learn the art of it, and I just started taking it serious. And I started reading books on it and watching. I used to watch a lot of white comics because people like Richard Pryor, they were so amazing that you would pick up their mannerisms, you pick up their energy, and then you'd be like Richard Pryor. So I never watched the greats. I never watched the black greats.
Right.
Because I could see everybody who watched the black greats, they act like them and they got their mannerisms, they got their energy. So I never watched black comedy. You know what I mean? So I just stay on my own.
Wow. And you basically, once you went through that, you basically, who was the person that stepped up and you seen them and they was like, man, you could do this? They gave you that confidence for it.
Eddie Griffin. Eddie Griffin seen me. I was at the Comedy Store one night, and I was in the they had like next to the Comedy Store, it was like a bar, you know what I mean? A little like a sports bar. So all the comedians go over there and hang out, and I was with all the little amateurs, and Eddie was in there, and he was kind of faded, and he like, nigga, is you a gangster or a motherfucking comedian? You know what I mean? He said, nigga, you tell jokes. He said, nigga, I'ma come see you. You know what I mean? And he came and seen my act.
That's it.
And he like, yeah, your shit is trash. He said, but you know what? You got energy, man. You got potential. I'ma fuck with you. And he, and I was trash, you know what I mean? I just didn't get it. I was just up there trying to figure it out. And he took me on the road with him.
Wow.
But he took me as a roadie. So my job was to grab his bags and make sure, shit is right. I was just like a little, like had to learn how to, humble myself.
That's
you know what I mean?
I love it.
And then he put me on my first movie.
Wow.
And then, which was Foolish.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Masterpiece. And then he gave me my first big check. You know what I mean?
But he put you in Foolish before you got it right on stage. For him,
yeah,
you was just with it.
At the time, I started getting good. I started clicking. I started getting it. But once I got it, not hood niggas. Once we get it, it's a wrap. We putting the 10 on it too.
Yeah, yeah.
So once I got it, I never not. I figured it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Punchlines, energy. I had the whole. I got it. You know what I mean? And once I got that first laugh, it was a wrap.
Did he come back and tell you, hey man, I like what I'm seeing in the advancement?
Yep, he said, God told me, man, I think I'm ready to, I said, I think I could do it. He said, all right, well, go ahead then, little kung fu. You know what I mean? So he sent me off, man, and I got off the road, and he always just made sure I stayed solid.
Yeah, I think the one thing I can say about the way he is, man, I've seen a lot of comedians, bro, and you hear people talk about even Katt. I've seen Katt. I see a lot, but Eddie for me, bro, his energy and his the way his shit just pops out at you.
Yeah,
and it come off like that from the jump when he come. It ain't no he ain't playing no games. When he come out there, it's an energy that I just love his energy, bro.
He just
I'm not gonna lie, I rock with that dude.
Eddie Griffin is like the GOAT because he was doing all the stuff like what the stuff Katt doing. He was doing that, breaking. He never went by the rules. He was getting, he stood up to white and talked to the white people crazy. He was raw. He was getting kicked out of clubs at his height. You know what I mean? He always been a revolutionary. You know what I mean? Nigga never wore a dress. You know what I mean? He went with all the, not saying he just went with all the, emasculating yourself, and he just stood on business. You know what I mean? And stood on funny. And to this day, he one of the most underrated. You know what I mean? Superstars of comedy. And the one thing I admire about him, he never got off stage. He be on stage every night. And he got a residency out here in Vegas.
He does.
And
I love Malcolm and Eddie, bro. He did a great job. He has accolades. He has things that he's done that others haven't done.
Yeah, but what got him, what messed up Malcolm and Eddie was him trying to give AJ Johnson a break. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He got AJ on the show, you know what I mean? And AJ had a fight and beat up and tore the whole setup, you know what I mean? Because he felt disrespected by Big Bear.
Yeah,
you know
Bear.
What I mean? Him and Bear had a fight and they tore the setup and the show got canceled.
Wow, I didn't even know that. I didn't realize that. He was just trying to help him.
And he was just trying to help AJ, you know what I mean? But even AJ, because AJ was real tight before he died, and that was one of his biggest regrets.
Yeah, that he done that.
Yeah, he always regretted that. He always talked about it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And he'll say that all the time, man. Ed really looked out for me, and I hate I fucked that shit up.
Wow.
But at the time, he was going through so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and me and AJ was real close,
What about like Foolish, going back to that, how was that working with them on that set? Master P, all those guys, man, putting that together. How was that?
Man, they had put me on. It was dope. I had one scene where I just, a comedian on stage, right? And I was doing my thing. And then I got cut out the movie because they changed the backdrop to the big No Limits, big No Limit tank, gold tank. So when they changed the backdrop, they cut my scene out, and I didn't come back and reshoot it.
Oh.
But I swear Master P gave me about close to $10,000
just to do that.
Yep. So I'm forever grateful to Master P. Always put me in all his movies.
What do you think made Master P go out on the limb for people like Eddie Griffin, you, like showing y'all the love and saying, I'm gonna put my money into these guys?
He a mud baby, you know what I mean? And we are mud babies, you know what I mean? So mud babies like mud babies. So Master P like to scrape niggas out the mud that's raw and put them in front of the camera and give them opportunities that they ain't never had, you know what I mean? And that's why he like he the godfather of this hip hop. He don't get his proper props, you know what I mean? Now they got these new goofies like Jay-Z and all them type of niggas who don't really fuck with real niggas no more. They don't want to have nothing to do with the history of where they come from. They like to just keep going forward to where they at, which I get it. You know what I mean? But
I can't say that I get it.
But yeah,
I mean, I can't forget the people that made me who I am. Yeah. Without the people, Jay never be who he is. The people he with now didn't build that foundation for him.
Yeah.
Our people built that foundation for him.
Yeah.
So the people that look like us are the people that really put him in position.
Yeah.
When you really go all the way back. Let's be real.
When you look at cats like Jay, I really can't speak on him personally, but by the way he moving with his brand, it's he's so into his business that, cats like Benny Siegel and all of them, they supposed to be a part of that. And even Dame Dash, he supposed to, but he I don't know the business, but looking from the outside in, man, you can't leave them kind of cats, you know what I mean?
No, I don't think you can leave them.
You got them the kind of cats you got to make sure you always stay good with them, you know what I mean? So
his circle is real small, and we have a lot of talented people, I believe, for his brothers and sisters, and I believe that when you get in a position like a Jay or any of these guys, you got a bigger responsibility to the talent that comes up under you.
Yeah.
And it starts to be a huge, a responsibility for a guy like Jay or anybody, even Dre. Like I expect to hear their voices when things go bad for our people. And I know they like, I ain't into that. Well, you put yourself in a position like that. Mm-hmm. And back in the days, I know people look at me crazy when I say this. I always say it. The We Are the Worlds, or, putting the gun down, doing a tour for that. I liked those things, man.
Yeah.
I felt like those things really did help the community. And they don't happen no more because the people in those positions have distanced themselves, like you just said, to where they don't even say nothing.
Yeah, the reason they distance themselves because once you get that money and you love getting money, you the devil. Because the Bible say that, it don't say that the devil is the root of all evil.
The love
of money is the root of all evil. So once you get that love for money, and you love money, you disconnected from anything beneath that, because now you working on a satanic level. You know what I mean? So you gotta, you can't, like with me, I stay close to, like, the one thing God had next to him the whole time when he created this earth. The one thing was next to him the whole time during the building of the ocean, the land, human, was wisdom. You know what I mean? Wisdom and God work together. That's why wisdom will tell you, fear the Lord. You know what I mean? And then God will tell you, seek wisdom.
That's right.
So when Solomon went for wisdom, God gave him all the money because he didn't love money. He loved God. See what I'm saying? So they work hand in hand. See, because once you understand that a lot of people don't have a spiritual connection because they all love money, but I like God. God is, plus you should fear the Lord. That's like the D-boy in the sky.
That's right.
Nigga, man, God is a real nigga. I mean, he's a real one. Yeah. He don't, like, you gotta understand, man. How you fear a person that created you? How you not fear him? He'll grab your ass. Listen, the devil ain't knocked down more people than God. God get rid of, God, when God get rid of you, that don't mean consider it murder. You know why? Because he the creator.
That's right.
So he don't, but he didn't got rid of way. The devil can't do nothing to you unless he go through God. So God, when you go hard on you, nigga, it's a wrap. So that's how come I just stay loyal to him. Be solid. Be some kind of corny. I don't smoke, drink, get high.
I don't corny too.
I don't cheat on my wife. You know what I mean? I don't smoke. I don't gamble. But at the same time, I did a lot of shit. Nigga, I was a cheater. Nigga, I cheated on my taxes. You know what I mean?
Everything.
Nigga, I was so much of a cheater. I come in the house every night and hide my motherfucking phone. But the bad part is I live by myself. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I just say that to know that.
So what made you change?
And
how many times did it had to take for you to fall before you actually click?
It's crazy, homie. It's not what you go through, and it's not what you get through, right? It's when you get through what you got through, God, like. But when God want to get you what He got for you, if you strong enough. And if you don't die, God will turn you back to what you got through, right? And you got to go face your consequences, right? And you got to go face your consequences, and you got to go face your the choices of the things that you fucked over. You know what I mean? So when you turn back, nigga, you got to deal with that, because if you could go deal with what you ran through and fucked over, and you come back and you deal with that, then God will give you what He got for you. But a lot of people,
that's what you had to do?
Hell yeah. I had to go back, you know what I mean? Because I fucked over people, especially like my first wife, you know what I mean? So, and so when she got real sick, God, like, my daughters called me, Dad, Mom's sick. So at the time, I left on some ego shit. Man, fuck this shit. I'm out of here, homie. I'm a cheater. I got too many bitches. I was on that. I got too many bitches. I'm out of here. I ain't gonna keep bringing this shit in the house. And in my sickness, I thought I was doing an admirable thing. But then even then, she said, well, if you're tired of cheating, just stop cheating. Why tell me about it? She said, if you want to leave, just leave. You know what I mean? She said, but your day gonna come. I left and I thought I was solid because you take the expedition, you take the house, I'm gonna pay the bills, I'm just gonna take my little van, my little lowrider and make sure. And in my mind, that was some real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Instead of coming in the house, fucking all these. So I said, I left. So fast forward, you know what I mean? She gets, about 15 years later, she gets sick. She in a coma. So my daughter said, Dad, Mom in a coma. So I said, oh, damn. So that was my first time wondering what would life be like without Angie. So I go back, I'm praying with her, and wooty woo, and boom, she wake up out the coma. Now in my mind, my sickness, I'm thinking, man, you know, maybe I need
God
to get
heard you.
God heard me and wanted me to come back and be a knight in shining armor. So we standing there, we cupcaking and all this shit, and we talking, and you know, I'm talking like I'm that guy, and then all of a sudden, then I start there. Here come my consequences, right? Then she's getting ready to get released. I said, I'm gonna come pick you up at 3 when you get released. And she said, nah, my boyfriend gonna right? So now I'm on my feelings. Why the fuck you didn't tell me you got a boyfriend? What the type of nigga you think I am? Then she hit me with some bars. She said, all the bitches you had, how many have you told me about, right? Then I run into her nigga, right? He go where the Remy Ma shit kind of, and Papoose come in play, right? She's such an amazing lady. I always thought highly of her. I thought after me, she'd date a doctor, a lawyer. But when I seen the nigga she was dating, cuz looked like he came straight out of the episode of Boys in the Hood. This nigga was sagging, this nigga. All I wanted to ask, I was so on my feelings, but in my mind, I wanted to ask that nigga, hey, cuz, where you get that Jerry curl from? you know this nigga had a Jerry curl. And I wanted to ask that nigga, who pages you, nigga? This nigga had a pager on. But, and he was a big old nigga too, and I was a bang on him. Then the nigga said some gangster shit to me. What she said was cold, but what he said was ice cold.
What did he say?
I said, homie, he said, you a real nigga like I'm a real nigga, right? He said, why you mad at me? I don't even know you. Man, I just said, you know, nigga, and then I just had to keep my head up because he was right. Nigga, I had to chalk that up. So I said, all right, excuse me, bro. And I just walked out. And as clear as I'm talking to y'all right now, I heard God say, I didn't send you back to be her knight in shining armor. I sent you back to give her closure.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
I love that.
But right after that, that was my consequences, right? Then I had to deal with I had to deal with I had to pay my dues. So right after that, my ex come along. And she was out to destroy. She is what you call a beautiful piece of nothing. Trash. Look, she's so trash, you could throw her in any trash can in Las Vegas. Look at a trash dumpster, and you wouldn't recognize her ass if she don't move. But this is where I grew, because in order for you to fuck with anybody that trash, you gotta take accountability. I had to be more trash or as much trash as her to fuck with anybody like her. But here go to where I take all accountability. I'm not mad because she was trash. I'm mad because the bitch out-trashed me. You know what I mean? So
like you so.
After I got through that, man, so I learned my lessons, paid my dues, and you know, and God gave me a second chance. So that's why I do the things I do. Because I know everything you do,
it comes back to you.
It's coming back. You gotta pay for it. And what you do when you do dirt, you know, and niggas don't like me because I had a homie, I gonna say, we get into it, and the nigga called me, he said, nigga, you the devil, you jealous? I said, jealous of you? I said, homie, you cheat on your wife. I said, not only do you cheat on your wife, I said, what you are, nigga. I said, you worse than when you cheat on your wife. I said, you an actor in a stage play, nigga. I said, you turned your whole house into production. I said, and you the lead actor. You got your wife thinking you the husband, but in reality, you a clown. And you got your wife playing the role of a wife, but the world looking at her like she a dumb bitch. Wow. I said, so you think that you pretending nothing you doing is real. Your whole family is a big lie, nigga. You got your kids thinking that they solid. It's not. I said, the bitches you fucking on the side, you showing them more love than you showing your family, because that's your real family. These right here, you pretending to be them. I said, so how's I'm the devil, nigga? You know what I mean? I said, you the devil and you work for him, nigga, because your loyalty is to your flesh. You weak, nigga. You not solid. You weak, nigga. You know what I mean? So, and I had to learn that shit, man. I just don't cheat because that's not strength, that's weakness. And if you know the answer is no, stop giving these females hope.
That's right.
You deceiving them, you know what I mean?
That's right.
And at the end of the day, shit, nigga, with me, nigga, I'm telling you, I would never cheat on my wife. But I tell any man, if you cheat on your wife, man, stop playing with these ladies. Just go buy some pussy, you know what I mean? Because guess what? You should never fuck no pussy that don't come with no receipt. You know what I mean? Because when you start messing around on your wife, guess what you're doing with that female? You handing her a blank check, and she gonna write a check that your ass can't cash.
That's real.
You know what I mean? And then the secret to being rich is not money. You ain't gonna never have money. It'll never make you feel rich. It's simplicity and peace. You know what I mean? And then you just have to follow the rules, homie. Put God over everything. Then put loyalty, because our loyalty, love is just a hustle. Then we got loyalty. That breeds trust. Then trust breeds respect. Respect breeds peace. Wow. And all that adds up to love. And if all of them go in separate directions, I'm following the peace. You know what I mean? Fuck the love, fuck all that other shit. I can live along with the peace.
Man,
you know
let me.
You still have that on, right?
Yeah, you gotta cut that out.
Oh yeah, let me cut y'all off.
Let me say this. I gotta say this, man. I love the way that you've grown, bro. You're talking growth, but I want to let me get into some wild stuff right quick that's going on, and I know you're gonna have an answer for me. You heard of a guy named Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, that's
he been catching hell right now, like from what he did years ago. He said something about if you better not go up there getting in front of there, messing around with Trump, and then he ends up doing this what they call that, man.
Inauguration.
No, it wasn't inauguration. It was something else they was doing it for. They called it what's that money? Crypto or something.
Cryptocurrency.
It was something like, it was some event that concerned something like that, but it was linked to the inauguration. What did you think about how he handled it? And he's still going through it right now. Yeah. But do you feel like can a man go back on his word like that? Or a lot of people, the Hispanics especially, is very upset with Snoop Dogg behind this.
Well, they upset. They're not mad at Snoop Dogg. They hurt because the world really loves Snoop Dogg. But here go what people got to understand. Now, keep in mind, I'm never, ever, ever going to throw Snoop Dogg under the bus because I knew Snoop Dogg before the fame. We worked together in the grocery store. We came up from the mud. We both Long Beach babies. You know what I mean? So, and
what grocery store?
Lucky's. We was the Lucky's.
Y'all worked at the Lucky's?
We was bag boys. And
you and him. How was Snoop as a kid working at Lucky's bagging them damn sacks?
Snoop was fearless, but he was always like he was. He was very introverted, real quiet, but he was fearless.
He had bars back then?
Hell yeah. He had bars, you know what I mean? He be rapping like, man, stop all that shit. I didn't know that. I'm like, come on, God. Really, I'm older than Snoop. But he my big homie in his business because he teach and do so much for me. He put me in so much stuff, videos. I did a movie called Bossing Up.
Yeah,
so
Bossing Up.
You can't just, listen, you never put your character over your brand. Because if I put my brand over my character, I wouldn't be Scruncho.
That's real.
I put my character as solid. My brand ain't shit. So I can tell you the truth, because I ain't got no endorsements to lose. They can't do shit to me, nigga, because I don't rock with my brand. I rock with my character. You know what I mean? Now, when you look at Snoop's character, man, you can't fuck with that nigga, man. That nigga, without Snoop, it wouldn't be no Long Beach. You know what I mean? Snoop put Long Beach on the map. He done helped out kids. He got kids to college. He got kids in the NFL. Man, he didn't paid for funerals. Man, he done gave millions and millions of dollars on the low to a lot of people. Yeah, it looked like it's that big, but if he just be still, he gonna be okay.
So you feel like he'll be all right? He gonna make it through this?
Fuck that shit. First of all, your brands was big. When you hit that, the nigga did the Olympics. You know what I mean? His brand was big. Brands was made to be broken. That's what they build brands for, to tear them down. You know what I mean? Because everybody look at you now. Now you become personal. The bigger you are, the more personal people take that relationship. You know what I mean? So really, he like hurt them with his decision, but it was business. It wasn't personal. You know what I mean? And when you get business and personal mixed up, and people only see the business, because the world is hurting because of, you know, the transitions that took place in this world. So they was dependent on Snoop, and you know what I mean? So and his brand in his situation, he was obligated to do certain things under his brand, you know what I mean? And we're not politicians, you know what I mean? Let me just say this about politics, bro. Nigga, we was never included in the Constitution in the first place. If you go look at the pyramid of the hierarchy, that's how they classify you as a culture and a race. If you look at the pyramid, at the top of the pyramid, it got white people, then next to it say privilege, and then it got the Asians, it got all these differences. But all the way at the bottom of the pyramid, it got black people, and it got every culture from American blacks, and all at the bottom, they classified us as animals. So therefore, when the Constitution was created, we wasn't included anyway, because they looked at us like livestock. That's why we was getting chains on us before the cows. You know what I mean? We was getting branded before the cows. We had chains on us before the dogs. We was never systematically included, which is why when you look at America, which is, you can't play politics, because on one hand, how the fuck, it's like what they doing to them immigrants, you know, it's not right, because that's like me and you go carjack a nigga, and we take your car, we take the car, and then 2 weeks later, our car gets stolen, and we call the police on them.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That's what the fuck they doing to him. You know what I mean? And I don't even consider Mexicans immigrants, because this is more they shit than our shit. You know what I mean? Because remember, homie, you know, so I can't rock with that immigrant shit. But the migrants, on the other hand, I ain't gonna say fuck them, but guess what? They wouldn't do that for us. Mexicans rock with us. Migrants don't fuck with us. Migrants look at us like they think they better than us. They treat us like as if we didn't build this bitch. We built this motherfucker. And then a white man make everybody think that we lazy. How the fuck we lazy when we built this bitch? All them big ass universities you see in the middle of the hoods, them was once plantations. Right. And then we go on and we look like we don't want it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So it's all fucked up. Especially for those who don't know.
So you excuse Snoop at the end of the day for it?
Man, Snoop, listen, homie. Snoop was like, what? Everybody have a right to change their mind. You know what I mean? His mind. You know, and like at the end of the day, niggas be thinking I'm a gangbanger. You know why I don't gangbang? Because they won't answer one question. In the Crips and Bloods. Cause I know all the niggas, you know what I mean? But in Crips, and I'm from Long Beach. So when you from Long Beach, do you know every city, that's the only city in all of California that's all Crips? So whenever you from Long Beach, a Crip jacket come with it. But I'm a hustler, and when you're a hustler, you gotta have a little gangster in you, or niggas gonna take your shit. You know what I mean? But when you a hustler and you from Long Beach, you gotta wear that Crip jacket. You know what I mean? But I never gangbang because I was smart enough to know, wait a minute. So if you a Crip and you kill everything that wear red, and you a Blood and you kill everything wear blue, why you niggas don't kill nothing that's white? You know what I mean? They the safest motherfuckers. See, white men are more protected by gangbangers than gangbangers is. Less than 2% of the crimes against a white man is by a black man.
That's right. So
say what you want to say about the white man, niggas don't touch him. That's why it's so easy to go in on Snoop, because it's always easy to go in on something this color. It's free for all. And you know who like to go in on us more than anything? Us. But guess what? All them others that's going in on Snoop, you don't see them going in on nothing outside of what they are, because brand sabotaging among black people is how we get that's how we get famous.
Ain't that crazy?
The more, man, you can't fuck with Snoop. He got 88 million followers. 500,000 people start following him. Man, this ain't shit.
That's right.
500,000 from 88 million. Man, you can't. Snoop is a good dude, homie.
Yeah.
Listen, homie. And listen, and me and him used to be like this. You know what I mean? I don't fuck with them. I introduced that nigga to Mike Epps and introduced Mike Epps to him. Now, them niggas got together, they don't really fuck with me at all.
Why?
Man, I don't know. But
when the last time you spoke to Mike Epps?
Oh, I mean, Mike is cool, but it's a business, homie.
So they just don't. What make you feel like they don't just because you're not in that circle?
Hey, homie, I don't get on my feelings.
Yeah,
I just stick to the facts.
Okay.
And if
you go by what it look like.
And if I can say what it is, but I don't give a fuck.
I feel you.
Because whether they fuck with me or not, nigga, I am who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, nigga? Cause, you know, I'm still funny. I'm still Scruncho. I'm still eating. Whether they fuck with me or fuck with me not, nigga, I'm not gonna throw them under the bus for what they don't do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Mike brought me so long, boom. And when he cut me off and stopped fucking me that way, he didn't cut me off. We just went in different directions.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And I'm not mad at where he dropped me off. I'm proud of where he brought me from.
That's real.
You know what I mean? Because what he taught me and what he showed me and where he got me to, I couldn't get to where I'm at without him carrying me and showing me how to get to here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't have no resentments towards this and that. You know what I mean? I don't have questions, but I got here. And when I met him, man, I didn't have no etiquette. I was ignorant. I was quick-tempered. You know, I was a fucked up. I was like, you know, I was just a gifted dude. And the nigga took me and he groomed me and showed me, ooh, you know what I mean? And then once we got to a certain level, he went that direction. You know what I'm saying? But that don't stop me from, you know.
I think the main thing is, man, all the people either from Eddie Griffin, because you know everybody, you know, Katt Williams, you knew all these guys, like, and I think it's something to where you just, whatever piece that you needed out of the situation that God had for you, not only for you, but for them as well. Because a lot of times, and I've seen you give a lot of these people credibility or whatever, and it's cool, but it's something in you that made those people deal with you at the time too.
It's not sometimes with me.
You know what I mean? Like you think about what I just said. It ain't like when I be around people, I know I'm special.
Right.
I don't give a damn what they think. I don't care how much money they got. It's something in you, bro. Like ever since I met you, I done met a lot of dudes came around me, and them dudes wasn't half to do when it come down to character and integrity and the way you carry yourself. And they having money and all. I get it. That's cool. I'm not impressed by that, bro. I never have been. I think that's why the show be kicking like it do. Because it's just a real conversation. And if you ain't real, then I don't really want you sitting around me.
Yeah, man.
So,
I don't fuck with you.
But I like the way you are, bro. So when you say about all these people, I know that you left a piece of yourself around all these people. And these people gain things from you as well, just being in your presence. Because money ain't everything, bro.
Ain't nothing, homie. Because it's a beautiful lie.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But I can stand on who I am because my loyalty and me and Mike Epps, we be arguing like brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he know I love him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we always talk about, we seen each other when we did work together on Ice Cube, the Big Ego video.
Okay, yeah.
Man, we were like two kids on set, man. You know what I mean? I miss him. You know what I mean? That's my partner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you don't never get mad or upset at nobody for what they can't do for you. Because at the end of the day, we all grown men. And don't no grown man owe another grown man nothing. You know what I mean? And if you get a chance to get next to a Snoop, a Eddie Griffin, a Mike Epps, a Katt Williams, a Kevin Hart, I know all the niggas. You know what I mean? Nick Cannon. You know what I mean? To leave them cats, and we got that respect. That's what it's about. You don't want to leave and you burn all these bridges. You know what I mean? I see any of these cats, and it's all love.
That's right.
Because I protected our friendships by love and with love. You know what I mean? But so I don't really have no regrets. Like I'm just so blessed. I got a beautiful wife, beautiful family. You know what I mean? I ain't rich, but you know what?
Oh, you ain't doing bad. You look good.
Yeah, nigga ain't rich, but you know what? My simplicity. When I look at my beautiful daughters and I see the roof on my head and the bills paid and my wife drive off in a beautiful car and, you know, come in and I got the house looking fly and I ain't gotta carry no gun no more. I mean, that's the greatest riches you can have is peace. You should never negotiate your peace. When you can get a good relationship with God, man, I talk to God every day. Pray every morning, 4:15 a.m. I'm in my Bible. Mm-hmm. Meditate. I listen to the Word. And I love people, homie. But at the same time, I might have to knock a nigga out. You know what I mean? But I have to do it in a way where just leave me alone, homie. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But don't think because I love God, because people think, oh, you love God, and they can play with you. You know what I mean? Don't nobody fuck you up faster than God, and nobody fuck you up faster than me. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. Okay. I want to ask you about Katt Williams. Like, when you look at Katt Williams, a year almost, you remember when he was on Shannon Sharp's show, right?
Yeah.
And right now that interview is at 88 million.
Right.
He just did one with Theo Von that's at 8 million, and it was okay. It wasn't that Shannon Sharp stuff. You know what I'm saying? What made that interview the most viewed interview ever on the internet to this day? Because it's two brothers. I commend it, to be honest with you. Yeah. Because of that, it's 88 million right now. And like I say, he just did that one with that Theo Von comedian guy. I'm not real familiar with Theo, but he wearing that hat. He got the look. Yeah. But it didn't hit like Shannon Sharp's shit, man. Shannon Sharp shit went through the roof. Mm-hmm. You couldn't see nothing else on the internet. He shut the internet down. Yeah. What's the chemistry?
Man, I love Katt for that, because keep in mind, there's nobody more charismatic than Katt Williams. And when somebody is labeled a GOAT, you know what I mean? A GOAT like an Ali or Mayweather, it had to be something greater than just that sport. So what Katt doing is greater than just stand-up comedy. He entered, like, I like to put Katt in the category, like when I think of Muhammad Ali, Marvin Gaye, right? And cats like that, and there's probably one more I can't think of. But when I think of Muhammad Ali and Marvin Gaye and Richard Pryor, right? I put Katt in that category. This is why, right? They was already white accepted. You know what I mean? Marvin Gaye left the doo-wop, grew the beard, went to the hood, and he made What's Going On. He kept it raw. Richard Pryor was already white accepted. The nigga said, fuck all that. And he started telling hood stories, and he started telling raw shit and said, fuck the white man, and he kept it 100. You know what I mean? And he opened it up for raw ass hood niggas like me. You know what I mean? Muhammad Ali said, fuck Cassius Clay. Nah, nigga, y'all not right by us. You know what I mean? He stepped off of the plateau the white man put him on, and he came down and he embraced us. And that's what Katt did. All the niggas up there that had all these little secrets and these little woo and playing all these games. Katt said, man, fuck that. I was there. This what you niggas doing. I'm not giving up this. And that's what it was. And the way he did it, man, you gotta respect him for that. You know what I mean? He was honest. He kept it 100, and even if he put a 10 on a 2, at least he put it on. A lot of niggas wasn't saying nothing. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know, and me and Katt, we came up together. We used to be roommates and everything. That's my partner. You know what I mean? You know, when him and Mike Epps was beefing, it was me in between them niggas trying to bond that friendship. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, Katt is, man, I'm telling you, Katt I love that little dude, you know what I mean? And I be trying to make him and Faison.
Oh man, I love to see them. But that been gone. That went along. He told that story on Boss Talk. You was there. And I don't know if they could go back.
I don't know. Like, I learned.
He mentioned his name all the time. Both of them do it. But Katt just did it again. And I was like, dang, he always bring up Faison. Always.
Katt probably really do love Faison. And Faison probably really do love Katt. You know what I mean? And sometimes this business, you know, separate real niggas. You know what I mean? Or it's certain things. Because it's not a business where we supposed to be friends. It's a business. It's not even a talented industry. Nobody give a fuck about talent, nigga. Do you remember talent used to drive the car? Then social media came, then they slid to the driver's seat. Now then the talent went to the back seat. Then they ended up in trunk. Now talent is outside hitchhiking. Your talent ain't worth no more than your thumb. That shit ain't nothing. Marketing is key.
Wow.
You don't even need no talent. If you can humiliate somebody and see some reaction videos, and we could call some niggas up here right now, just put them in front of the camera, let their ass happen, and this show will blow up even better.
Yeah.
Because humiliating is hilarious, because comedy then took a dark turn. You know what I mean? So when you get motherfuckers up there who learn how to market and they get the money, they really think they funny. Because they say, well, look at you take a look like, well, look at because money overrides talent, marketing. So when you say, oh, nigga, you ain't funny, and they pull out, look at the bag, dog, got the bag, dog, got 20 bits. And then they compensate the bag for the art. But just because people laughing don't mean you funny. You know what I mean? But it's not about when I came to be a comedian, I was going for the funny. These niggas not being comedians and entertainers for the funny. They going for the money and the fame. You see what I'm saying? And marketing override that. And you don't need to be that gifted. But if you could get 20, if you got a way to reach 200 a million people, you don't think 1,000 of them gonna come see you in the alley doing nothing? Anybody will come see you. Marketing is everything. So people got their fans mixed up with their talent. Cause you don't need, this is not a talent-based industry. Matter of fact, you know who the biggest celebrities is in the world right now?
Who's that?
You, nigga. Wow. The motherfucking talk show, the niggas with the podcasters. They are the biggest motherfucking entertainers in entertainment right now.
Wow.
You know why? Information is king. The more you could create the smoke and create the dust and figure out a way to sabotage characters and brand out names and throw woo, man, they like that. They like that. So the more you could create the content through information, man, podcasts are the biggest motherfuckers on the planet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I think, like I said, I agree with that 100%. But
Yeah.
I do know that in the midst of the podcasting and all that, there's just like anything else, there's good stuff, there's bad stuff, there's good creation as far as the shows go, you know what I mean? And I think there's a balance there. I think that's what people have to start to look at. And then me being such a hustler, I'm always looking at the next thing, like what's next? Like, I think that's the thing. And I always ask people, like, what do you think this information does for the people that's, digesting it?
Man, listen, man, it's hard whenever you get information and you digest it. It feeds something in you that it's like you ever have like a knot, and the more you scratch it, the more it
irritate.
Yeah, like to be irritated is a good feeling. Yeah. And misery, this is the most seductive bitch in the world. Everybody love her. Wow. Everybody entertain the misery. Wow. You know what I mean? And misery come and once you entertain misery, you robbed of your ability to accept any type of accountability. Because misery telling you being a victim is the best policy. You see what I'm saying? So, it's you gotta have a higher power. You know what I mean? You gotta have some type of spiritual relationship.
I gotta ask you this. I know you see everything that's popping on the internet. You watch it. You got a phone. When you think about Lil Meech, he came out. He was hurt because 50 Cent unfollowed him, and 50 has started sending out some hell of a text saying you know, he cutting them off because Big Meech been hanging out with Rose.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm just trying to understand, like, and when I did mine, I dropped something and it went crazy because I was just like, man, stay out of that, little Meech, get out the way, leave them alone. But he in the middle of it, like
50 Cent liked him enough to cut him loose. Because if he didn't like him, he'd have used him like a pawn in the way that Rick Ross is using his dad.
Wow.
So sometimes when people cut you loose, it's because they like you, nigga. So they showing you a break because I can run through you to get to your daddy. You know what I mean? And what 50 did is, see, Big Meech got out and he only knew his brand. He didn't know his character.
Wow.
So when he met his character, it was the same thing with Big Meech. He knew 50 Cent brand and he didn't know his character. So he thought, shit, 50 finna get out? He gonna throw me at least $5 million.
Oh yeah, Big Meech. Like, well,
yeah, so he expected $5 million, $2 million, $1 million. But when he seen that 50 Cent is a businessman and he don't do business like that, he ran to the bag. So when he ran to the bag, 50 felt like that you betrayed me. You know what I mean? Because 50 only rock on loyalty. I love 50. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too.
I just think 50 funny.
He don't.
I think he calculated. You know what I mean? But most real niggas would never fuck with a real nigga like me because real niggas don't like to fuck with real niggas in this business because they might have to kill each other.
That's real.
So they rather fuck with niggas they ain't gonna have to kill. It's safer that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But in another world, you know what I mean, I would love to fuck with 50 because he funny. If you listen to him, he gonna teach you how to navigate. You know what I mean? He not messy. You know what I mean? He really a genius, you know. So, you know, cats like 50 and Meech, I think that's just bad business, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not enough money in this world. If I was up under a nigga, you know what I'm saying? I can't go fuck with a motherfucker. I can't just go connect with his arch enemy. That's bad business.
Yeah, bad.
On all levels, you know what I mean? Now I can understand Meech had expectations, you know what I mean? And he felt like, nigga, you did my life story, give me this. But that's not the way business don't work like the dope game, you know what I mean? Dope game, nigga, there you go, you got out of jail, nigga, there you go, $5 million. You know, that's the way it from the game.
Street mentality.
You get out of jail, nigga, I'm gonna throw you a bag. But 50 is a businessman. He don't do business like that. You know what I mean? He not gonna hand you nothing till he see a certain level of loyalty. Cause he know he hand you a bag and you gonna run off. You know what I mean? So people with money don't think like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you exactly.
I tell people all the time, like, somebody wants to call my wife and they asked her if she could borrow $5,000, right? So my wife was finna give. I said, nah, hold on, don't do it, right? So I said, let me show you something, right? So the same person that wanted to borrow $5,000 because they needed it, right? I circled around and had somebody give that same person on the low slide her a rack, right? Then I had my wife call 5-7 minutes after she got the rack and say, girl, could you lend me $300 into? And I knew the girl had the money right there in her hand. And she told my wife, I ain't really got it. You see what I'm saying? So I say that to say the same person that you would give $5,000 to wouldn't give you $50, nigga. See what I'm saying?
So you gotta watch how you
So with 50, his IQ is like that. You know what I mean? He ain't finna just give no nigga no wooty wonka fuck who you is. You know what I mean? So is he a businessman? He calculated. And if you know, I don't know him personally, but I can tell by the way he moved, loyalty is big with him.
What did you think about Rick Ross? Rick Ross said he came out and did a live yesterday, and he was like, pretty much, he's that the BMF series was really mediocre. Pretty much is what he was saying in so many words, and he was like, I'm about to come up with a I've been talking to. We want to do a film. I've been talking to Terry. I'm thinking about Tarantino. I'm thinking about F. Gary Gray. I'm thinking about we better take this to a film level with the BMF movie. What is all of that, man?
I think he just intentionally antagonizing. He just antagonized 50 because you ain't been did no film, nigga. Mm-hmm. You ain't did a film, a movie, a commercial. You haven't even did a Wingstop commercial, nigga. You know what I mean? And we don't even know if you can act, nigga. You know what I mean? You know, so. That's smoke and mirrors, you know what I mean? And whatever you finna do, you ain't finna do with Big Meech because 50 owns all the rights, you know what I mean? You know, but you know, if they want to do so I don't get into that beef. You know what I'm saying?
50 got put up a big rat and put up this woman. They keep talking about Tammy Cohen. I don't know who these folks is. He's saying
Tammy Cohen.
They're saying that like this nigga is like he have invested like 50 flipped this whole thing, and I was like, man, is he gonna change the series now and make it like at the end? Like,
man, 50 don't give a fuck about that series. He only did that series because of the love he had for Big Meech. You know what I mean? And he was looking out for Lil Meech. You know what I mean? So imagine how he feel. You know what I mean? And imagine if your feelings also is facts. Because most people have feelings, but they're not facts. They feelings. But imagine if your feelings, your facts are the same. Damn. You know what I mean? So what 50 doing, and they coming into a game that I feel like 50 mastered. You know what I mean? He mastered the game. You know what I'm saying? So I would just, but Rick Ross, he stay relevant through 50. You know what I mean? Because the more he speak on 50, the more he, you know what I mean? He enjoy being the nemesis. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
and 50 don't know how to hold his tongue, so he gonna always.
I don't think he cares to hold his tongue. He didn't come in the industry holding his tongue.
Right? He gonna
That's
always
just not who
say
50 is.
back.
50 come in swinging. He don't get out like that.
Yeah, I think 50 win most of his beats because, believe it or not, he really not a shit starter. You know what I mean? He not a shit starter like that. He just jump on the shit that already started and put a little 2 cents on it, put a little season on it. But very rarely he'll just fuck with somebody for nothing. Now, if this is already hot, you know what I mean? He might sprinkle just say a little funny shit or whatever. But 9 times out of 10, he don't fuck with nobody. You know what I mean? He just get his money and stay, and he good at what he do.
What is up with y'all though? I like you guys got big shoes to fill. A lot of time, this is one of them questions that's gonna throw you for a loop. Like when you think about the people who came up under y'all kind of, are y'all doing them a service or a disservice? When you look at Red Fox and them, and they put everybody on this show, and then you look at Martin, and you look at all of these different comedians, they came in their time and they put people on and lined out shows and did stuff to try to create something for the comedians. Yeah. What are you guys doing in this day and time to keep that legacy alive on the level that they were doing it? Because they did it on a whole nother level.
Yeah, I remember Red Fox.
Am I right?
Yeah, Red Fox put
his whole cast.
His whole cast on.
So
and he wouldn't do the show if Esther wasn't gonna be on it.
Okay, so they did this, but what are our guys doing? What is the Kevin Hart's doing? Wait a minute, what is the Katt Williams doing? What is the Eddie Griffin doing? They took those guys as pretty much. They took those guys places. They looked up to them. They commend them. Mm-hmm. You guys say their name all the time, but how are you guys doing what they done? How's that happening?
Well, Eddie Griffin put me on.
I'm just asking.
He put me on. He just shot my special. This summer.
That's all.
You know what I mean? So Eddie put me on.
Everybody doing their own way. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So, but and Kevin Hart put his whole team on. It might not be in the front of the camera, but all of them is millionaires and got houses and got cars and they successful men.
That's what
Joy Wells, Harry Goodspeed. I could name all of them because we all started together. And
who else? Who else is a big comedian? That's Katt Williams.
Katt.
Who he put on?
Shit, Katt do.
Who he put on?
Red Grant. He put Red Grant. Reggie Carroll. Monique. Mark Curry.
Him and Monique just got embraced.
Lunel. You know, he put all them cats on. You know what I mean? When I was in jail, man, Katt blessed me while I was in jail. I had nothing. I think I gave about $10,000, $15,000 on my book.
You right.
Gave me $10,000, $15,000 when I got out of jail. He found out I was broke one time and a package came $10,000. Katt always made sure I was good. You know what I mean? And when he was going through his trials and tribulations,
When he fought the little boy.
yeah, when he was going through it, when you know, because when he started speaking his mind, you know what I mean? Because he been spoke shit like that way before Shannon Sharp. He was always bucking against the system. And at one time, we was in a dirty nigga. He couldn't film, he couldn't do nothing. He was grinding. He was a big star. But he was already back in the, me and Katt, he took one of my credit cards, because he couldn't get no money or nothing. And all the cats around him now, well, none of them around. It was just me, Katt, and a couple other, Memphis Will. We was on the road, rented a car. We went to hustle gigs all up there. Went to court with him when he was going through it. Left the court with him, man. We went to. And he came. We was tight. And he said, Scruncho, when I get my special, I got you. You know what I mean? And he's still hot. You know what I mean? And sometimes you gotta be patient. He might come and do the special, but even then, he don't owe me nothing, because just the fact that
the way he showed you love through all those trials,
man,
you'll never be able to just look down on anything he's doing.
I love that dude, and if he don't never ever do nothing,
he did what he did.
He did way more. Listen, he did more for me than my daddy did for me.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And he did more for me when I least asked. You know what I mean? And he always made sure I was good. So technically, he don't never have to give me nothing. He did everything. I just be happy when I see him, because I watched him come. Like that story Steve Harvey told about sleeping in his car.
Yeah.
That was Katt's story.
So you buy into fact.
I knocked on the window when he was sleeping in his car.
But couldn't Steve be sleeping in his damn car too?
No, but that ain't.
How can you not say Steve slept in his car?
Because at the timeline don't add up. When Steve was saying he was sleeping in his car, he was already making $5,000 a week on the road. You know what I mean? He retelling stories. He not original. You know what I mean? He took Mark Curry jokes.
You know that show was not the same.
It was the concept.
But the show was different. You think the show was the same?
It was identical the same. How was it not the same?
They two different type dudes though.
Because Steve not funny like that. You know what I mean?
Steve and him are two different type dudes.
Steve is proof that when you a hustler and you got a gift of gab, you don't need to be funny. You know what I mean?
Some people love Steve's comedy, man. You can't knock his comedy to say the man can't. He can go on stage and bring a crowd in and do shows. He done it.
Oh man, I can tell the fucking truth. The nigga ain't funny, cuz. You know what I mean? And just because he got $200 million don't make the nigga funny.
But he did the whole sitcom, not the sitcom, but when he did the show and they was coming in and he was sitting there and the audience was there. Everybody.
Man, if I tell the raw truth, I sound like I'm hating. You know what I mean? But the truth of the matter is...
But doesn't everybody's sense of humor is different? Some people might find him funny.
Is Cedric funny?
Huh?
Is Cedric funny? Because they be together. That's their boys.
Cedric adorable.
Y'all heavy in this comedy.
No, I'm just saying he's adorable. You know what I mean? But Cedric is an adorable dude. It's hard to say anything negative about him because he's the nicest motherfucker on the planet.
When you met him, he was nice?
He always nice. Even though we had the same joke. I never.
Y'all had the same joke?
That's how the beef started with him and Katt.
I thought Katt said he took his joke. What you talking about? You and him had the same joke.
Who you think Katt called when he stole a joke? I was the nigga in the... Listen, I was at the house. Katt called me from the theater. He was in the seat crushed. He was in the theater talking about, hey, nigga, I said, what's up, you good? I'm gonna kill this nigga, said. I said, for what? This nigga is on the Kings of Comedy. No, man. He is doing my shit. I said, what? He said, nigga, my clothes. I said, when you in like the car, and the car walk, because I was Katt closing. He said, yes, nigga, that's it. I said, you bullshit, nigga. He did? He said, yes. I said, Katt, that's beautiful, nigga. I said, that means it's your turn. That means he gonna come back and bless you. Be patient, nigga. Let him have this shit, nigga. That's your turn. Sad is a good nigga. He gonna bless you. He said, nigga, I'm glad you feel that way, because he's showing your shit too. I said, nigga, what he doing? He said, nigga, he's pop locking as we speak. You know what I mean? So
what was the pop locking? Oh yeah, he do that. Yeah, that was you.
Yeah,
you did that before.
Yep. It's all. And then that's how it started originally. Then Katt went on Club Shay Shay, and then he made it bigger because Katt 20 times bigger than me. So of course but it ain't no big thing though. It's like we young comics. We was just happy to be on Comic View. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like Seth stole our shit. It was an honor for him to do our shit because we seeing our shit. We feel like writers. We was just upset because you didn't even throw us nothing. You could have gave me $200, nigga, and patted me on the head. But you didn't. And and I'm still not mad. If I see Ced right now, I hug the nigga, you know what I mean? Because I love Ced because he's charming. You know what I mean? He's charming, and Ced is the most loved nigga in comedy. You know what I mean? But it don't change the facts.
So when did you first see him do the pop lock? Like after you had done it, and how do you know he did? He seen you do it. How did he see you do it?
But were you the first person that ever did it?
Listen, when I got off stage at the Comedy Store, when I first did it, Ced was in the audience. We all walking out, and that's the first time he spoke to me. I swear to God, on my baby girl Stormy, he shake my hand. He said, "Nigga, when you pulled out them gloves, I was dead." You know what I mean? I said, "For real?" And I was so full of joy because the big homie acknowledged my thing. You know what I mean? My set. Because that was all I had. I only had the skates, the pop locking bit, and 3 Crip jokes. That's all I had at the time. You know what I mean? You know? Usher took the skating shit, you know what I mean? So I'm like, well, fuck it, nigga, I can't, you know? So it's not even a bad thing, homie, because
I didn't even realize till you posted that the other day doing the skate. And I'm like, I'd never seen nobody skate in a comedy set.
Yeah.
I'm like, you were the first person to ever do something like that?
Hell yeah. Then Usher took it, but Usher did, he an R&B nigga.
Yeah, he
you know
R&B.
What I'm saying? So we doing,
but a stage is so small. How the heck you skate on a stage?
I seen Usher because all I had, because at one time when I was little, my brother told me, he said, when I first started liking girls, he said, yeah, we gotta get you a girl. Then he said, you know you ugly, right? I said, yeah, I know. He said, yeah, you gotta figure out what we got. He said, I know what you can do. He said, nigga, learn how to skate. He said, cause guess what, nigga, when you can skate, every time I go to the skating ring, all them ugly niggas got bad bitches. I said, for real? He said, this is what you do. Learn how to skate, right? Cause this is gonna happen. When you learn how to skate, bitches gonna notice your face first. Then they gonna ease down. They gonna see you can skate. Then you got a 50-50 chance.
That shit is hilarious,
hey, man. I was skating like motherfucker.
God damn, man.
I skated on the Bad Boys of the house, skating everywhere. You know what I mean? I was just skating, you know, but, you know, and I seen Usher at Snoop party, right? And I said, damn, little homie, you know I did that skating bit. I showed him the video. And Usher like, man, yeah, you gotta come do it. We could do it. He said, we gotta do it on stage.
That would be dope.
I was like, oh, man, thank you, man. But so Usher cool like that. So that's not taking, that's sharing.
Right.
So when he just showed me that simple, you know, come on, man, you gotta come, we do it together. You know what I mean? I said, oh, no, man, yeah, I was happy because it's not mine to hold on to.
Right.
It's just something you just do. So to see him up there doing it, it give me joy because I know that it's because with real niggas, it's just respect. Respect squash beefs, you know what I mean?
That's true.
And when you respect somebody, man, everything go out the window. You know what I'm saying?
I got it.
Go ahead. I was going to ask him about this, Cedric. I want to leave Cedric.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to ask you, like, cause Cedric do another joke where somebody come in like, oh man, you see one, but we run, you know, like you had never seen nobody else do nothing like that. When that we run, like if somebody come in and get to fighting right now, and somebody take off running, we all run.
Yeah,
you know?
I seen a joke too.
You have seen that before?
But who did it first?
See, I'm just thinking though, like that, all these jokes, you think about it, it could be somebody else that.
Well, you gotta show receipts though.
Listen.
Comedians gotta show receipts to say, okay, that is my joke. I did it
gotta
first.
show. You know, like I don't speak on other nigga jokes, but if I see somebody doing one of my homie jokes, I pull them aside and say, hey, homie, you should be careful when you do that joke because everybody.
You tell them Scruncho?
Yeah, nigga. Listen, I had nigga do my joke in front of me before he went on stage, but sometimes comedians steal so much they can't remember where they get it from. You know what I mean? I seen on there, listen, man, these niggas steal, bro. I ain't gonna start blasting niggas' name, but when niggas steal my shit, they automatically know. I protect my jokes.
They know you don't play.
I protect my jokes like I protect my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so they know they got to deal with you.
I'm not gonna be bullying them. I'm just gonna say, hey, homie, you know that's my joke. I said, and I'm showing the proof. And I'm saying, shit happens. It happen all the time because people do watch you and subliminally pick up little shit. You know what I mean? And you know, but
it just mean that they like your joke. They like your work.
Because everybody could tell a joke, very few people can create one.
But that's but you eating, you taking food off his table.
Right.
Go ahead. I know you.
So okay, I saw recently. You know, Kanye had been quiet for a very long time. He hasn't been on social media talking about a lot. So Kanye came out on Twitter and talked about like free P Diddy. And everybody went in on him about that. Mm-hmm. Not many people actually in celebrity status stand up to say, free him. Mm. When all of this is going on.
Rose hung with him more than anybody. He didn't say nothing. I ain't heard him.
What do you think about him actually? And then after he said that, he talked about he loved Hitler. He's a Nazi. Mm. That's what Kanye said.
Oh, he playing games.
Well, you know what? This a man that walked his wife down the runway butt ass naked.
Yeah, he put it right there on the Grammys the other day.
When a person got that, if that's their level of thinking, you know what I mean? He is addicted to attention. You know what I mean? Gifted, talented, but sometimes he says things he know how to tap nerves. You know what I mean? He a shit starter, homie.
But what is his method to his madness? Because when P. Diddy was going through his whole thing, he didn't say nothing. This was months ago, almost a year now. And he didn't say nothing. And now you just come up and saying something about it?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you know Kanye, he's some shit he say will make you sing. And then right now he always around the Grammys, if you pay attention, he always try to do something to divert the attention back to him around Grammy time. Whether it's grabbing the mic from
so that's what it is.
Yeah, and he, right now Kendrick getting all the attention. So he want to divert it from Kendrick and bring it back to him. So what's easy to say is say, hey man, free PG. Come on, homie, but it's the more you try that shock value shit, the more incompetent you start to see. It's going to run its course. You know what I mean? At one time, you're saying things that seem real. Now you begin to seem crazy. You know what I mean? So sometimes you let a person kill themselves.
They kill themselves.
Yeah, what comes out their mouth.
Wow, I look at all these guys, man. It's a lot of people that's trying to figure out ways to be seen and get the loudest voice. But yeah, because the thing about Frank Lucas says the loudest nigga in the room is the weakest nigga in the room.
Yeah.
Is that still true today?
Well, everything, social media flipped everything.
It flipped it, didn't it?
Yeah.
How do you like the way it's looking though? Because it ain't like it was when me and y'all and all us first came together. The comedy and the way it was flourishing on the internet, it kind of is not that same for me. It don't have that same that it had.
Well, a lot of people got exposed, cause a lot of times, cause what Katt did, he exposed a lot of niggas that had side niggas. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas got side niggas pretending to be real niggas, and the whole time they got boyfriends.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So those are niggas you just are the real killers. That's what Puff Daddy was. Puff Daddy didn't play. You know what I mean? And he was knocking down niggas for years. And nobody said nothing about that part. They talk about everything he did, but nobody wanted to say nothing about all the men he was knocking down.
Oh man,
you know what I mean?
Man.
But now, come to find out, that's common protocol in that industry. You know what I mean? So when Katt started throwing it out there, then P. Diddy just brought it home. You see what I'm saying?
Man.
So, and that's why, you know.
Do you think it's over for Drake? He came out in a recent concert with holes in the back of his shirt, smoke coming out the back like he been shot in the back. And he do you think it's just over? I mean, he still got the money, but you think because he tried to sue in all the ways this looked crazy, is it over for Kanye?
Well,
not Kanye, Drake.
Drake, he a talented dude.
Is it over though?
No, it's not over.
You don't think so?
Nah. I think the level he was at, you know what I mean? I don't think he could probably not hit that plateau no more, because that's a ceiling there. You know what I mean? Because you was beyond the ceiling. You know what I mean? Now you kind of coming back, but you too gifted for it to be over. You know what I mean? He just, just gotta be humble.
Is Kendrick gonna sing that song "Not Like Us" at Super Bowl tomorrow? Is everybody gonna say A minor? Beyonce and them just at the Grammys. They was all clapping.
Yeah, they saying it anyway. They was saying and what he did. That's everybody's favorite part.
Damn.
If you watch the Grammys, they just sing that part till they say probably a minor. They got loud on that part. You know what I mean? So, I think he making himself look bad because, you should just rock with it. You know what I mean? Just let it rock with it and, laugh it off, play it off. You know what I mean? Because you just, ain't nothing else you could do. All that suing and goofy shit, man. It's goofy. That's what really made it bad, because now you didn't disrespect the hip hop. You know what I mean? Hip hop niggas don't sue each other over.
Ice Cube said, "Goddamn, I'm glad y'all said it on no Vaseline." Like, yeah.
Ice Cube.
The Ice Cube song was so and Hit 'Em Up was so bad that would have been a lawsuit for real in this day and time.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize, how NWA is the greatest rap group ever. There's nobody more prolific than NWA.
I don't want to go there with you.
I'm gonna do that. Can I prove it to you?
You can prove it.
Remember when I said,
I'm cool with them.
Listen, remember when I said
that's a West Coast thing. You was brainwashed.
No, listen. Remember when I said Ali, Richard Pryor,
Marvin Gaye.
Yeah. They did something more than music. Katt, they did something more than comedy. Think about this. If you take away Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and Eazy, guess what? Wouldn't be no Death Row, wouldn't be no Snoop Dogg, wouldn't be no Eminem, wouldn't be no 50 Cent, no Katt Williams, no Mike Epps, no Morris Chestnut, no Neil Long, no Angela Bassett. You gotta remember, everybody used that NWA brand to get into Hollywood. They use their platform.
All of these are stutter steps, though. You just going a little bit. You scratching the surface. You got to go back. When you look at Jay Prince, when you look at Master P,
but
all of that's a different tunnel.
No.
They didn't come through no damn NWA.
But listen.
So you got to go back and think about it.
Think about all the
you got to go back to New York.
But listen. Who put on more artists and actors and rappers that came from the NWA brand? What rap group and what artist put on and name them?
Oh, it's a lot of them that did it though.
I just named some.
You don't think P them to put people on? You just named P them did.
P is one of them.
You gotta realize not only P put people on,
but you gotta remember
Jay Prince still put people on in the South. We got our own E40 put people on the way. He's an independent dude. Yeah. You think about all them guys he did. So you got too short. You can't start naming groups.
I'm just saying
you got some hard ass shit you dealing with.
NWA, their rap group. If you take away Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, and Ice Cube, think of how many brands that came through them three artists alone, and then you tell me who did it better than them.
I think it's a lot of people that you can start comparing with that.
Swap the name.
I just gave you the names. There's people that implemented stuff that pretty much. When you look at Eazy-E and the NWA movement, that was all type of stuff around that.
If it wasn't for Ice Cube, it wouldn't be no Chris Tucker.
Okay.
Katt.
Would there be an Eddie Griffin if it wasn't for Master P?
But I'm just saying.
I just asked you a question.
No, that's
Eddie Griffin said he wouldn't even, he got his $1 million from Master P.
P helped a lot. But Master
So I'm
P,
telling you, what about Snoop? Snoop wouldn't even been able to excel like he is right now without P.
But Snoop wouldn't be able to excel if it wasn't for.
But that P element helped him too. You can't leave that out. He'll tell you that.
But it was Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre did his thing, but he couldn't handle that heat under Suge over there. So that shit could have ended easy.
All I'm saying, it wouldn't be no Suge.
If it wasn't for who?
NWA.
MC Hammer and them was running around too, man. It's a lot of people that were doing shit, bro.
We miss it.
Bro, all I'm saying is there's a lot of shit around what you doing. Mm-hmm. Because you got to think about it. NWA, they was definitely first off the porch. But there was so many different elements.
I'm not saying they're...
No, they were first off the porch and they did develop some actors and stuff.
A lot of actors.
But they wasn't by themselves. That shit was united as hell. When you look at you look at Oakland, you look at the South, you look at all that them diameters.
And when you
that shit is
you
together.
gotta remember though, when it comes to the Bay, they are the most underrated.
But they was there.
Listen,
I listened to them before I listened to NWA.
The Bay is the rawest, most underrated, gifted. I mean, come on, homie, you could go anywhere in the Bay. You remember.
Bro, you my age. You know when Too Short was doing his thing. Wasn't shit out like it.
Listen, you want to talk about the Bay?
Out like Too
you want to
Short.
talk about the Bay?
Nothing was out like Too Short.
You know the Mac was made in the Bay.
Yeah, sure was.
Come on, man.
But am I right? Was anything out like Too Short during this time? He was by himself. He was by himself.
Dogg was by himself.
He was talking. They had no TV.
No
Didn't give a damn.
Man, come on,
and he was jamming. It was like, what the hell is going on?
And they always held their own.
And he was just chilling. Yeah. And it wasn't nothing crazy. It was like we needed that. He started that whole pimp. That pimp movement, the way that they were, the rappers was, I get that to Too Short. You know that. I get that to Too Short.
But the word hate, that word hater, came from the Bay.
See?
Came from
it's a lot, bro.
A lot of people see really. Too Short went by himself. Remember Mac Dre?
Mac Dre
is a legend.
What was that?
Rapping Forte.
Rapping Forte.
Rapping Forte was started.
That's right, Rapping Forte.
I mean, that our whole word, he's a hater. That came up that's a Bay. That's a Rapper Forte.
But when them niggas started beefing with the Loonies, all that stuff ignited hip hop, bro. People don't talk about it, but it did.
Man,
it ignited the shit out of hip hop.
Oh man, yeah.
Nobody was doing what they were doing at that time. Who, man?
And Too Short went to the.
He dealt with the South a lot.
Yeah, but Too Short went over there. It was Digital Underground.
He rocking with them.
Man, come on, man.
It's just a lot. That's the only reason I was saying that. I'm just looking at how this shit was. It was way crazier than what people give it credit for being. It was a lot of shit in there. Like it was shit doing
but
this.
Nowadays they'll push you. Like back then people was trying to figure out a way to get you on.
Yeah.
Now they trying to figure out a way to keep you off.
Yeah, nobody help each other no more.
It's not like that no more.
No.
You know what I mean? They'll spend more money to get you knocked off than to get you put on.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Scruncho.
You posted something the other day. What you said just now reminded me of that. When you were saying, I know something about you golfers and everything like that. Be out there.
Oh no, I say I love my Hollywood homies. You know what I mean?
I seen that too.
Mm. Yeah, I love them. But where I'm from, trust is greater than love. And I don't trust no nigga that golf.
That's what you said.
You know what I mean? When niggas on a golf course, you should see their mindset. They really think they somebody. They be trying to be white accepted. Do you trust? Man, listen, tell you something, homie.
A lot of retired people golf.
Man, let me tell you something. These niggas be on the golf course, and I don't trust none of them. I went on the golf course one time to pick up some money from the homie, and I seen my mama's favorite actor. And I was excited. Cause I was like, nigga, that's
him.
Samuel Jackson.
Damn it.
I'm looking at him. He looking at me. And I guess the way I was dressed, I swear to God on my daughter. That nigga turned into the nigga from Django.
What'd he say to you?
What's wrong with you out here putting these goddamn pants on? pull your pants up, nigga. I'm like, fuck you talking to, nigga? I'm a grown man, you know what I mean?
You checked.
I said, look at you running around here with all these lavender plaid looking like a goddamn Easter bunny, right? Fuck wrong with you, nigga? Pull your pants up, act like you got some sense. And when he said that, every time a nigga tell you act like you got some sense,
Trying to say act right?
what's some sense for who? You want me to look porch ready, nigga? Why everybody is so into niggas that's sagging? See, here go them golf niggas I don't like about them. They love focusing on niggas that got caught in a trap. They porch niggas. They like to get them niggas in check. But they never mad at the nigga that set the trap. The motherfucker that set the trap is more calculated and crazier than the motherfucker that got caught in the trap. So it's easy to look at us and pull your pants up, but guess what? It ain't the niggas that wear their pants down sagging that's the problem. It's the niggas that wear their pants too high. Those the child molesters. Those the motherfucking shooting up the schools. Those the killers. Those the serial killers. It ain't the niggas that sagging.
How did that make you feel for Samuel to say that to you?
Man, it hurt my feelings because
you liked him.
I love the nigga. I still love him. You know what I mean? But I knew two things.
Did he know you had checked him when you checked him?
Hell yeah,
He was like, was it quiet?
Yeah, Michael, I don't.
You know when a nigga get checked, it get quiet.
Man, I don't finna. I see.
Bro, it got quiet.
I checked him.
When you you like, nah, nigga, blah blah blah, and it got quiet.
You know, real niggas get triggered. We don't care about.
We don't care who see what.
We don't care about nothing. It's like, what you just say to me? What he registered. So when I looked at him like, what the fuck this nigga? My feelings was hurt, right? But I looked at him like, well fucking nigga, now I'm in the place with him, you know what I mean? Of course I wasn't gonna never do nothing to him, because he's there, you know, my mama.
But he wasn't gonna do nothing to you, was he?
I even got mad at Samuel Jackson. I'm done in the family, you know what I mean? I get cut off forever, you know what I mean? Samuel like that. If I'm looking at him like, man, fuck you tell me how to wear my clothes. He had some lavender. He looked like a goddamn Easter bunny with all them lavender plaid. I said, what the fuck? I stopped liking all golfers.
So he just walked off after that? He
pull up your pants.
And he walked off.
Yeah, he didn't walk off.
He was quiet. He stayed there.
He probably finna get me kicked off. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't like them niggas, homie. They think they somebody.
So you'll never play golf?
Man, you'll never catch me playing golf, nigga. If you see me on the golf course, if I blow up tomorrow, you see me on the golf course like a Justin Bieber, or if you see me, man, trust me, nigga, you better turn your back.
You finna rob somebody.
Probably finna rob one of them niggas. Fuck, I look like nigga. Fuck, I'm gonna look like playing some golf. Nigga, I'd rather be in the gym. Nigga, I'm gonna be in the gym, nigga.
Play no golf with them niggas.
Fuck all.
Never say never.
Nah, hey.
He said they getting robbed if he out there.
Listen, homie. I'm not gonna. Listen, not enough money on this planet could make me hop on the golf courses.
Wow.
You know what I mean? If you see me on some golf course, somebody kidnapped my mama, I'm going to get her.
You going to pick her up. I know that's right. Man, Scruncho, man, thank you for coming on Boss Talk 101, man. How can people get a hold of you if they trying to rock out?
Go to ogscruncho.com. Make sure you check out my tour. It's called Hustle
Oh, yeah, the tour coming up, baby.
It's right now. It's popping.
Yeah, it's popping.
When this airing?
This going to air next week for sure. I'm putting yours out quick.
Yeah, because listen, 13th, I'm in Atlanta. 14th, on Valentine's Day, I'm at the Baltimore Comedy Factory. In Atlanta, I'm at the ATL, you know what I mean, at the Atlanta House of Comedy. Man, I got Chicago coming up. I got New York coming up, Arizona. Check out Hustle Hard, Laugh Hard Comedy Tour, man. Make sure you get your ticket. Go to ogscruncho.com. My website is off the chain. All the links is there. All my Instagrams. Everything, man. Just check me out, homie. It's going down.
He did it again, man. Scruncho, man. We love Scruncho, man. Thank God for Scruncho, man. It's been another great segment of Boss Talk 101. What a bosses talk.
And we out.
Me.